A study called New Trends in Affordable Housing in the GCC looks at the latest trends and achievements of countries in the GCC to address the demand-supply gap in their housing sector. The report is released by Orient Planet Research. I asked Managing Director Nidal Abou Zaki earlier about the key findings of the report.
The population in the GCC will reach about 52 million people by next year, out of which 50% of it is young generation. So those who have immediate demand for affordable housing, or they will have demand in the coming few years. So that's putting a lot of pressure on governments for social stability to provide social housing. So this issue is being addressed. In the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid announced an ambitious plan to invest about 32 billion UAE dirham to provide 36,000 houses in the coming 6 years. That's around 5,500 units every year. So that's the kind of plans that the GCC government is having to address this issue.
How are developers being engaged, particularly when it comes to building new housing projects here in the UAE?
To give you an example, DR last year delivered houses in Dubai, affordable houses that are ranging around 550,000 each. So that's kind of affordable housing. In Abu Dhabi Housing Authority have signed with Mudon to deliver affordable housing solutions for UAE nationals in Abu Dhabi. So we've started to see this kind of trend, and I think that this is a good opportunity for the private sector to engage with the government programs to achieve some growth.
Now, public-private partnerships feature predominantly in your latest report. How important is that for reaching targets?
The partnership with the private sector is a key for the success of these government programs, because at the end of the day, without the private sector, I think that the delivery will not be possible. And also the private sector should see the opportunities that the government bodies are providing to them in order to engage them in these programs, and so that it will create sustainability, because I think that the luxury category is going to be limited, while the affordable housing structure, the plan is continuous and it's having some kind of sustainability. So I think that it's very important that this cycle includes the government bodies and the private sector.
Now, your report has only just been released, but why now?
We feel that it's the right time to address this issue. There is a huge gap between demand and supply, and with all the government efforts, I think that the gap is not bridged till now. We hope that in the next 5 to 10 years this gap will be closed, because at the end of the day, there is a kind of a quite pressing demand from the new generation for housing, and then from the other side that there is a slow supply.